How we doing out there, streets of Long Beach? What'd you guys think? Beautiful evening, great looking people, good looking cars. We'll introduce you to those drivers in just a little bit. Right now, we're doing some track maintenance. You can see a lot of the workers and teams from other driving disciplines of IMSA making their way across the track. So we're going to let them do their housekeeping, and we'll be back here on the course, and we'll introduce you to our 8 drivers that are going to be doing battles. Again, our opening ceremony's driver introduction just about 10 minutes away. So grab a beer, grab a good time, hold on to your seat, because you're just going to use the edge here at Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Again, the Grade 8 driver introduction, opening ceremonies in just about 10 minutes. Don't hold me to that. Again, but it all goes down here again tonight, here on the streets of Long Beach, in the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. This, the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Thanks for joining us out here again. Driver introduction in just about 10 minutes.
We're here at Formula Drift because we want to win.
We're both going to win, dude.
That's right.
We're both winning.
Double winners today. It's happening. But we also want you guys to win. So go to blackout-motorsports.com to find out all the info about this crazy giveaway that we're going to do. And to get into the contest, all you got to do is text Blackout to 55678 on your cell phone.
We're giving away monthly prizes like Arctic coolers, sunglasses, GoPro cameras, Advanced Auto Parts gift cards, Nexen tires for your car, and a grand prize is a trip for 2 to come hang out with Chris and I right here in LA at Race Service to be on the last episode of Blackout Garage.
So to enter, text Blackout to 55678 on your cell phone. So to enter, text Blackout to 55678 on your cell phone. And for all the details on the prizes, head to blackout-motorsports.com.
As a proud supporter of the Formula Drift Series since its inception in 2004, Falken's commitment to the sport has resulted in 2 tire manufacturer championships and multiple Pro Championship Series titles. Most recently in 2017 on the competition-proven Azenas RT 615K Plus tire. Falken Tires, championship winning, streetable performance.
I'm Ryan Turk.
And I'm Chris Forsberg.
We're teaming up this year in Formula Drift, and we're also teaming up with Black Magic Detailing Products.
We've got our fair share of toys in the garage, and we want them to not only run good, but look good doing it.
That's why we're pumped to tell you about a new premium product line from Black Magic. I'm holding it in my hand right now. It's called Intense, and they have taken detailing to a whole new level.
They have an all-new wheel cleaner with intense foaming action that slays brake dust on contact.
And 2 types of intense tire wets that offer a mirror-like, streak-free finish.
So go to your favorite store today and own your shine with Black Magic Intense.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're gonna serve alongside some amazing people. They're gonna become like family to you. And together, you'll see you do things that will help change the world. They'll change you. And one day, you're gonna look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for you. I'm General Dave Goldfield. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Permatex introduces the Optimum gasketing line. Tougher and more flexible, Optimum Gray stands up to high temps, torque, and vibration, while Optimum Black is perfect for newer, lightweight, and premium components. From Permatex, the leader in automotive chemical sealants.
Streets of Long Beach, how we doing? Shring. That was like the effect there. Thanks for joining us out here. This is Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. I'm Jared Deanda. Joining me once again is Ryan Sage. These streets held round 1 of our 2018 Formula Drift season opener last weekend. Mr. Sage, how are you doing, man? How is it to be back here at the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix?
Oh, it's amazing to be back here. We love coming here, and this is especially a really amazing event here under the lights, nighttime city streets. 8 of the best drifters in the world competing in conditions that we just don't see as compared to last weekend. And I think the momentum that we built from last last weekend coming into this weekend. Everybody from around the world is watching on the live stream here and also at the event. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's fun to see all the different driving disciplines throughout the weekend. This has just been such an iconic motorsports event, and talking to some of the Pirelli World Challenge drivers, the Indy drivers, the IMSA, even Stadium Super Trucks, Robbie Gordon and his sideshow of motorsports that goes on here on the streets of Long Beach. Would love to be part of the DNA that is the streets of Long Beach. I mean, Formula One used to go up there on Ocean and the whole nine. It's pretty rad to just be part of the history and the progression of drifting overall. I remember just for the first time drifting coming here. Would you say that it's kind of interesting how it's progressed into having this event?
Yeah, it's been definitely a long road, but it's been a very fun road to be a part of. I mean, drifting down at the pier and then down here on the streets, it's kind of where it all really started. And Long Beach has been great to us. Everybody at the Grand Prix has been great. They've embraced drifting, and I think it's one of everybody's favorite things over the weekend to watch.
Everybody streams on down here just as you are doing, but we are live around the world, so thanks for tuning in and watching the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. We're about to introduce you to our 8 drivers that will be doing battle out here. Looks like I am seeing 7. Hopefully we get that number 8 out here, I understand, and there it is. So we'll introduce you to them. As again, it seems like the sword is being pulled from the sheath, kind of like a Thundercats soundtrack right there. But again, we'll introduce you to our drivers. Feel free to make some noise if you like what you see. We saw them warm up. Be sure to tag Toyota GPLB as well as Motegi Racing, tag Formula D. All right, let's introduce you to our driver, starting with the first car parked, coming all the way from Lima, Peru, Inca Madness Racing, Nitto Tire BMW. It is Alex Hilbrun. He's still in his car. He's strapped in. He's originally from Hawaii, the 808. Now he lives in the 702. Vape Teja. He got on the podium last weekend. He's rocking some Achilles radials as well as Shaka. Say hello to Forrest Wang. One of the few pro vehicles, one of 3 might be added because a lot of these vehicles are back up here. One of 4 pro vehicles that are out here. He originally is from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and now he lives here in Southern California in the Falcon Tires Roush Performance Ford Mustang. It is JTP Justin Pollock. Another pro vehicle that does competition within the Formula Drift Championship. He is from Destin, Florida, in that Permatex S14 on Nexen Tires, supercharged V8 under the hood. It is Alec Honadell. Next up in that Link Nissan 370Z from Las Vegas, it is George Karakopoulos. Last weekend, another podium finisher. He got 3rd place. He won last year at Irwindale, California. How is he going to do in his Wordhouse Drift Team Falcon Tires S15 all the way from Poland? It is Peter Vencek. He is from right here in Strong Beach, from Long Beach, California, the American Ethanol. Top 1 Nexen Tires vehicle, MX-5. It is Kyle the Menace Mohan. And last but definitely not least, in the Nexen Tires Ford Mustang from Chatsworth, California, it is Trenton Beecham. Those are your 8 vehicles. This is the Grade 8 Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. Make some noise, Long Beach. Let's start a wave really quick. Closest to the bridge on 3. You're going to stand up, raise your hands up. We're going to get it going all the way to the waterfront, and it's going to go back again. So on 3, closest to the bridge. Let's start this wave. 1, 2, 3, send it. Here we go. The Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge coming our way, judges. It is coming our way. It's working its way around, just warming things up, making the way to the waterfront. It might be calm waters, but we're making a wave here on the streets of Long Beach, coming to your side on the beachfront, all the way around. Come on. Oh, it died down. It's a ripple. All right, here we go again. Closest to the bridge. 1, 2, 3, send it. There we go. They didn't see on the other side how awesome your wave was. There it is. It says 1, son. 1, son.
drifting? What is drifting in the track?
All right, if you have never seen drifting before, we'll give you a little tour guide action here, the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. This is an invitational event. But Ryan, if you would, break down what is drifting, because unlike any other motorsport, yes, we have a start line, yes, we have a finish line, but how the drivers perform within those two lines is what really defines drifting.
Well, in the typical drifting event, we would first start off with qualifying, which would basically be individual drivers going out there and the judges judging them based on a set criteria of line, angle, and style. And each of those criteria have a certain number of points. In this particular case, we've foregone qualifying and gone right into the head-to-head matchups. And the way that the drivers are being put together is basically by a random sort.
Okay.
So we've got 8 drivers competing against each other, going all the way down to the winner. But the principles of qualifying will still play. The lead driver needs to go out and drive as close to what we would call a 100-point qualifying run as possible. And on this particular course, when they come through the first turn there, they want to get out to this wall on the right-hand side of us as close as they possibly can. That's called touch and go number 1. And as they come back across the course, we have our very first outside zone right underneath the Firestone Bridge. And then the second outer zone, which is right in front of the judging stand, in grandstand 18, up against the wall that's closest to this grandstand.
Just after that tire barrier. Don't hit the tire barrier. Get close as possible to that concrete barrier.
Exactly. And then leaving that zone at the right time will set you up for the second touch and go, which is right near the main Jumbotron that we're looking at on that wall right there. And then the final and only inside clip is right at the last turn where they're going to smash the throttle and then head through the finish line. So like you said, it's not about how fast you get from point A to point B. It's how stylish you look and how well you complete the criteria as the lead driver. Now what the chase driver is supposed to do is mimic you as if you were a moving clipping point. The closer that he can get to you, the more that he can match or better the lead driver's angle. And of course, keeping the pressure on is key. Now, if the lead driver makes any mistakes, the chase driver will have to make an adjustment, but at the same time, the lead driver also has a responsibility to do the best possible run that he can to give the chase driver an opportunity to chase him down.
Line, angle, style, it sounds like a lot of, words and criteria, but when push comes to shove, that's literally what could happen. We might see that chase car pushing the lead car out of the way, dominance. It's run what you brung. This isn't a spec series, a variety of, as you can see, manufacturers, driving styles, power plants, Frankenstein vehicles. You got these 2 JZ Toyota engines under the hood of S15. You have the rotary MX-5, which, not many rotaries are even in competition anymore. You have, a wide variety of, nationalities from Peru. You have Poland. You have right here in Long Beach, California, and all across the country. So the motorsport as a whole has progressed tremendously over the last 15 years as we celebrate 15 years of the Formula Drift Championship. And Ryan, as you said, we kicked off the 2018 season right here on the very same track. We started out with 30 vehicles, ideally went 32, a couple vehicles couldn't show up, but it was quite impressive, and we end the season right here for those that are in the building at Irwindale, California. So that's kind of an open invite for the fans here as well as across the board, because we got Orlando in a couple weeks as well. Yeah,
we got a big competition coming up down in the Southeast, and that's going to basically set up the remainder of the season. But tonight is really about showing some of the fans that may be not familiar with drifting what drifting is all about. It's an exhibition, but it's also a competition. We've got 8 top-level drivers, and the bracket is already set. Our first battle up is going to be Justin Pollock versus Forrest Wang. Our second battle is going to be Trenton Beecham versus George Kirakopoulos. And on the other side of the bracket,
we have Kyle Mohan from Long Beach, California. Talked about Alex Hilbrun from Lima, Peru. They're going to be doing battle. And then finally, Alec Honadale versus Peter Vincek. Peter the Candyman, as I like to call him. Looks like a character from Willy Wonka.
Who, by the way, had a great weekend last weekend. Along with Forrest.
Yeah, Forrest Wang, Peter Vincek, both on the podium last year. They're in their backup vehicles, but still, they're not like unlike any other backup vehicles. You have both of them actually, coincidentally, 2 JZ Toyota engines under the hood of S Chassis Nissan. So S15 Peter Vincek, he's the red, white, and blue. Again, the Polish driver, and then Forrest Wang in that signature green color that he's been known for in that Vaptasia Achilles radial S14, actually, because he competes in an S15. So a wide variety of vehicles, some awesome driving, but we are just moments away from seeing our first head-to-head battle here, Justin Pollock and Forrest Wang. And it looks like George K in that Link 370Z, and there is Peter Vincek, as we were just talking about him. They will be on in another bracket. So you can see right there, Justin Pollock, he's in the Falcon tires. That's the teal and blue Ford Mustang. On the right, Forrest Wang, he is in that emerald green Vaptasia 240SX with a Toyota heart under the hood. So Pollock will lead. Forrest Wang will give chase. Also, you see the cones there. The cones are what we call the start chicane. We implemented that to basically pair up the vehicles because it's not a drag race to the first corner. We would like to see them equally matched and sized up so that chase car can initiate and mimicking that lead car's run. And I encourage you, if you like what you see, feel free to make some noise. I don't need to ask you. I don't need to tell you. Actions speak louder than words. So if you like what you see, get noise. Let's do it. Exactly. Sounds like a quote from an Adam Sandler movie down there. You can do it. Exactly. As a JTP, Forrest Wang on the start line. We will be back here again tomorrow night. Great weather. The forecast looks awesome again tomorrow for a variety of motorsports on the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. The streets come alive here this weekend, and now they're about to get lit up. The forecast looks beautiful and smoky. Justin Pollock, Forrest Wang initiating into turn 9. Getting out to that touch and go. Goes JTP, transitioning under the bridge. Big, nasty angle from JTP. Forrest Wang right there looming in the shadows. A different perspective as compared to last weekend. We did it during the daytime, and now the lights are going to play a significant role, Ryan, getting blinded out. What do you say, Long Beach?
Well, let's take a look at this here, Jared. You can see Justin coming down as a lead driver. Nice initiation there. Forrest Wang diving in right there, trying to close that door. Justin trying to get out to this touch and go, but look at this first outer zone. Great job right there, nearly rubbing the bumper up against that wall, filling that second outer zone, but Forrest is sticking it to him, staying close there, wrapping back around to this last inside clip, and you can see just how much smoke is on track visually impaired up here from this perspective.
Yeah.
But now they'll mix things up as Forrest Wang will go to the lead position and Justin Pollock will chase him down.
So what'd you guys think out there? Did you like that? You sticking around? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. A beautiful evening. TGIFD. Thank goodness it's Formula Drift. Now, as Ryan said, for your first timers out here, Forrest Wang will now lead in that Vaptasia Achilles Tires S14. Justin Pollock will now chase him down in the Falcon Tires Ford Mustang. Forrest Wang known for his big style, big lip on the wheels, and slammed out stance. Here we go. Forrest Wang. See if he's got the speed. Can Justin Pollock hunt him down? Forrest Wang, nice big angle there. Looks like JTP gets checked up a little bit, gets lost in the smoke. As Forrest, look at this again. The other competitor, woo! Ryan, the other competitor that we just, it wasn't brought to our attention until just the previous run, is that smoke in the lights. That's going to play a role.
Yeah, absolutely here. Let's take a look at Forrest initiation. Justin, big initiation behind him as well. Trying not to let Forrest get away. Forrest kind of misses that touch and go, but just like Justin, he's super close to that first outer zone. Little bit of separation here as you can see JTP trying to manage his way through that smoke cloud. And on this last inside clip, Justin trying to dive in here on the inside, get through without losing drift. And there you go. There's that white plume of smoke that we are all looking into as they get around that last inside clip.
Who said that? I can't see, Ryan. I can't see. Oh, there you are. All right, the smoke is cleared here on the streets of Long Beach. So now we have digested alongside the 3 judges the 2 runs alongside the smoke we have ingested, capturing the last lap of every race as we are now going to see the outcome. Either goes driver A, Justin Pollock, driver B, Forrest Wang, or if the judges are indecisive and it's equally matched, they'll ask them to go one more time. So, do we have a winner? Who's cheering for Justin Pollock in that Ford Mustang? Who out there is cheering for the Vaptasia, the emerald green S chassis of Forrest Wang? All right, the needle going off the decibels, I'd have to say, is going. The needle's going towards Forrest Wang as we are awaiting the outcome here. And we are waiting for the judges' outcome. The next battle again will be Trenton Beecham versus George K in that 370Z, excuse me. We call it 370G if you want. He is George. G'd up from the feet up. And here we go. Slide him left for Forrest Wang, right for Justin Pollock. There are 3 judges, Ryan, Andy, and Brian. Again, Forrest Wang on the left, Pollock on the right. Slide him left or right for the outcome. And there's a one more time from Brian. Again, majority rules. One more time from one of the judges. All right, so we are hearing from the judges. It is a one more time. They are going at it again. All right, our next pair is on the start line. And I am seeing Trenton Beecham. I'm seeing him, but barely could see him. His headlights are in the lead lane. Beecham will lead from Chatsworth, California, here in that Ford Mustang, the Battleship Gray with the camo, against George K from Las Vegas in that Link Nissan 370Z. George K kicked off our practice session by going into the tire wall. Hopefully he keeps it out. That's not where he wants to find himself or end up. A big gap here, disparity for George K. Trenton Beecham gets out to the touch and go. George K shimmering and not having a great line here from George K. George K goes into the wall and sheds some bumpers and takes some banners here as a bit of a souvenir. And I talked about George going into the wall, and there he does it again. Ryan, let's take a look at this again.
Yeah, you can see Trenton Beecham gets out of the gate pretty quick here, establishes a gap. Now, George is going to try to play catch-up here, but watch, he's going to straighten out right there. Now, the run should be over for George, so I'm not sure, why he reinitiated and want to continue on. Now, we're following Trenton all the way through to the finish line here, but right out of the picture, George is going to make contact with the wall over there and take out one of the signs, maybe cause some damage to his vehicle. We'll see if we have another clip of it, but as you can see, Trenton gets out to a good start, blast through that touch and go area. That right there is where George initially gets to that incomplete, so the run for him should be over, but Trenton does need to finish the run because he has an unimpeded path. And then George making some contact with the wall, and unfortunately for him, he will have a incomplete on this first run, and whether or not he chooses to go for the second run, he will let us know, and we'll determine the fate of the battle.
All right, so George K steps outside of his vehicle. Unfortunate turn of events for him as the safety crew checking out his vehicle. We'll see if he's able to get it back together. But truth be told, Trenton Beecham's run on that first outer zone under the bridge definitely wasn't textbook. He was off that first front clip for quite a distance. We'll see if George K can get his car back together, but that might just be enough for Beecham if George can't get his car back together. So again, we have the one more time between our first two competitors, Pollock and Wang. We'll get George K off the course. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will get George K's vehicle off the track and continue with the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. All right, we are back. The lights are on. The temperature dropped, but it's still a beautiful evening here on the streets of Long Beach. I'm talking to not only you here in the stands. Obviously, you're experiencing it, but I'm talking to those around the globe. We are live on FormulaD.com around the globe. For those drifting fans tuning in, I am Jared Dienda. With me by my side is Ryan Sage. And again, we are finding out that this is Trenton Beecham, George K., who just went to the, whoa, Trenton almost getting loose there as well. So this is a bye run. Beecham, damn near killed him. As Beecham around that final clipping point, that will be his advancement into the Final Four. So Trenton Beecham in that Ford Mustang might find himself going against the other Mustang of Justin Pollock. It'll be Pollock versus Wang on that one more time battle. And just so you know, we have the Final Four, and then on either side of the bracket, and we do not have a third place battle, just goes to finals, as both the third and fourth place drivers do not have a consolation round for that third place. So you can see the lights illuminating the smoke here. We got the Falcon Tire Ford Mustang of Justin Pollock, aka JTP, will be leading on this one more time battle. The judges decided to go one more time. No decisive winner. Forrest Wang will be chasing him down. Justin Pollock in that Ford Mustang, one of 4 pro vehicles out here in competition. The Motegi Racing Super Jet Challenge. Great transition there by Pollock. Forrest Wang in tow. Now approaching that fall. You cannot even see Forrest Wang, but he still keeps his composure. This place is smoked out. Look at that. You can't even see the track.
Well, pretty similar run to the first battle, Jared. We see Justin come out, still having a little bit of trouble with that touch and go. Let's take a look at here from initiation. You can see Justin and Forrest, nice initiation, close together here. Justin just missing that touch and go, but much better job on that first outer zone. Forrest keeping pretty close to Justin here. I think Justin had a nice line out front, but Forrest is not letting him get away and then keeping the pressure on around that last inside clip. So now we'll switch things up. Forrest will go to the lead. Justin will chase him down. Similar start to the last battle that resulted in the one more time.
All right, they make their way back up to the start line. How is Forrest Wang going to hang out front? Justin Pollock. Join the conversation at Formula D on social media and Toyota GPLB, Toyota Grand Prix Long Beach, as well as at Motegi Racing. Again, $25,000 purse overall for both days. Who's going to come out the richest man here this weekend? Forrest Wang pulls to the start line. He will lead. Justin Pollock will give chase. Are we going to have a winner, or are they going to go one more time? The winner goes against Trenton Beecham on this side of the bracket. And send it. Here we go. Wang, clean start. Wang initiates. Justin Pollock right there. Throws a bit more angle at it than Wang. Wang gets all the way out to that touch and go. Now transitioning into the outside zone. Wang gets out there. Justin Pollock having some compromise here in the chase position around that final clip. Justin Pollock, Forrest Wang running over that final clip. Good composure there from Justin Pollock. Well, let's take a look at this again.
Well, this time it was Forrest Wang doing an excellent job on the touch and go, and then maybe not as good of a job on that first outer zone. See, right up there against the touch and go. Pretty good job on that first outer zone, so solid lead run overall. Justin through the smoke line here. Watch as they come through. You'll see diving in right here on that last inside, pretty close. I mean, from that perspective.
Barely looks like a ghosted image of him.
Up here we can see it a little bit better, but on that camera it's pretty much a no-go. But nice battle once again, very close between those two guys. And certainly the under the light conditions, much different than the daytime conditions.
Such a factor. Again, last weekend, round 1 of the Formula Drift Championship, it was all during the day. No lights were utilized. So the other factor is when the lights hit the smoke, it just illuminates it and you go smoke blind. Do we have a winner? What do you guys think? Do we have a winner? Is it Justin Pollock in the Ford Mustang? Or is it Forrest Wang in that green S14 240SX? Again, that decibel meter going towards Forrest Wang. Slide him left for Wang, right for Justin Pollock. Ryan says Forrest Wang. Andy says Forrest Wang unanimously gets the win. So Forrest Wang advances on into the Final Four. He'll go against Trenton Beecham on that side of the bracket. So here's Long Beach's own Kyle the Menace Mohan, American Ethanol, Nexen Tires, Top One Oil, Mazda Tricks MX-5. Earlier in practice, seems like he's having a little bit of issues there. Hopefully he works it out. Where are my Rotary fans at? Quite a few Wankel heads out there. He's going to have some stiff competition as he goes against Alex Hilbrun. He is in his pro vehicle. He is in what he calls the Monster BMW. No affiliation with the energy drink, but the Monster BMW because he's running a supercharged V8 under the hood of that BMW. Alex Hilbrun gained a lot of notoriety when he competed in Pro 2, which is basically the step below the pro competition. He was dominant, winning every round of competition. He's on Nitto Tires. He operates the Inca Madness Racing, as he is an Inca warrior as well, being from Lima, Peru. Mohan waits patiently on the line. And Mohan, Hilbrun, our next battle. We already have two drivers in the Final Four, Wang versus Beecham. And now, who's going to advance on to the Final Four, Mohan or Hilbrun? And here we go, Mohan, Hilbrun. Mohan, a wide swing there. Does not get all the way out to the touch and go. Middle of the road for Mohan. Stomping on the go fast pedal. Hilbrun transitions into that final clip. Almost getting into the door of that Mazda MX-5. Ryan Sage, what say you? Let's take a look at this again.
Well, like you said, Jared, almost making contact with that last inside clip. Kyle Mohan went a little bit wide there, and Hilbrun played it really smart by not getting too tight on that inside. You can see here, Kyle really cutting the line, going through the center there. Alex trying to make some adjustments here as he chases Kyle down. Now watch, Kyle's going to go really deep into this last inside clip, and then just wrapping around is Alex, who sees Kyle coming back in, kind of really late apexing that thing, but going a little bit long there, and nice job avoiding contact. So now they'll switch things up. Alex will go to the lead position, and Kyle Mohan will chase him down.
Kyle Mohan slowly making his way back to the start line. Maybe having some issues trying to dissect what's going on. If they were to want hands on the vehicle and pop the hood, that would be utilizing a competition timeout. They only have a 5-minute allotment to address whatever concerns or problems they have in order to advance on into competition. Right now, Hilbrun, barely see him, just seeing the headlights just glowing there on the start line. All right, Hilbrun will be leading, Mohan giving chase. Again, the criteria, the three judges digesting both runs, no point allotment or incremental numbers. It's all about advantage or disadvantage, and that is not addressed until both runs are completed. Hilbrun initiates in that Inca Madness Racing Nitto Tire BMW. Get all the way out to the touch and go. Plumes of smoke coming off the back. Kyle Mohan now diving in. Getting out to that outer zone, now transitioning into that final clip. Hilbrun wraps it around. Ryan, as you said, lead run versus lead run, chase run versus chase run.
Yeah, and who did better overall? And you can see Alex gets a great start here. Kyle trying to keep close to Alex through this first corner, but watch Alex, really nice job on that touch and go, then smooth transition back around to that first outer zone. You can see it's a much different lead run than Kyle's. Now Kyle's putting up a good fight here, but I think Alex is too strong on his lead run here, and Kyle did have some problems on his lead run, while Alex, really kept close to him and tried to make sure that he wasn't getting himself into trouble. So the judges now have both runs to digest, and it's either driver A, driver B, or one more time.
All right, so the judges are tabulating the scores and the outcomes of the verdict. Hilbrun and Mohan. Hilbrun versus Mohan. Slide him left for Hilbrun, right for Mohan. Again, the BMW on the left, the MX-5 on the right. Ryan says Alex Hilbrun. Andy says Alex Hilbrun advances on as Kyle Mohan is knocked out. Hilbrun and the BMW advances on into the Final Four. So Hilbrun in the V8 supercharged BMW finds himself in the Final Four. Next up, it's Honadel versus Peter Vincek. This should be a fun one to watch. Honadel, he is in that Permatex Nexen Tires S14. He's from Destin, Florida, a former jet ski champion. Now switched gears and headed for dry land. He's been competing in Formula Drift for a few years. Again, supercharged V8 under the hood of his Nissan 240SX. And now Peter Vincek will warm up his Falcon tires underneath his Wordhouse Drift Team S15 Silvia. Coming to us from Poland. He got 3rd place last weekend. His best finish on his rookie season last year. What a way to end the season. He got the win at Irwindale, California, not too far from here. Capping off a very successful debut of the Wordhouse Drift Team. Him and his teammate James Dean, the Machine. James the Machine Dean from Ireland, winning the championship last year. He's a defending champion, almost an identical looking vehicle. Won the championship last year. He's here to defend his crown in the 2018 season. As Peter Vincek pulls to the start line, it'll be Honadel versus Vincek. All right, here we go. Honadel out front. He is in the green car. Vincek, Peter Vincek in the white, red, and blue. Peter, wow, look at Honadel using all the course. Slaps the bumper, and Peter Vincek passes him. Man, Honadel was going for the gusto under the bridge. Taps his bumper. Ryan, let's take a look at this again.
Now, this was the start of an amazing lead and follow. Look at this follow here by Peter Vincek. Right out of the gate, not letting Alec get away at all. Ooh. And then just, you can see Alec
push a little
coming
bit.
Across, just a little bit pushed, a little bit smoked it coming across, and then tapped the wall. Now, at that point, it's a good job by Peter to avoid contact with Alec. And unfortunately, we were looking for an amazing battle. Look at Alec get out to that touch and go. Now, right here, he doesn't really put the angle in the car that he needs to wrap through that first outer zone, makes contact there. He has to shut it down.
They're going for it. Make some noise for him, Long Beach. They're putting on a show for you.
But Jared, that was the start of what was going to be an amazing battle. Just that tiny little mistake from Alec out front, forcing him into the wall. But you could see how he got out to that touch and go. And then from Peter's side, just absolutely white on rice all the way through until it made contact with that wall. So great job by both competitors. Unfortunately for Alec, sustained a little damage here. He will have an incomplete, and it will be an advantage to Peter Vincek.
All right, so Alec Honadel going for it, taps the bumper. Fortunately for him, they do make him modular. How hard the hit is, we'll have to see. Again, this is his pro vehicle. Not next week, but in 2 weeks, we will be at Orlando Speed World, essentially his home track or home state track. Here we go. Peter Vincek with an advantage after Alec Honadel tapping the wall under the bridge. Peter Vincek, as I said, out front with this advantage. Gets out to the touch and go. That's how you want to do it. Peter Vincek got 3rd place last weekend. How's he going to fare this weekend? Big angle from Vincek. Honadel not backing down. Shaken, not stirred, Mr. Bond. Woo! Make some noise for him, Long Beach.
That's what we would have expected if Run 1 played out just a tiny bit differently. Great job by both guys. Alec really starting off strong here. Try not to let Peter get away, but you can see Peter just absolutely perfect out front. Now Alec is really going to start coming through that smoke line, closing the door here, and then both drivers just door to door through that last inside clip. But unfortunately for Alec, because of that mistake in run number 1, it's going to be an incomplete, and the victory will be going to Peter Vincek.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, what a bummer. That was the making of a great battle there, Vincek and Honadel. So our Final Four is potentially set unofficially. Already in, Forrest Wang, Trenton Beecham, Alex Hilbrun, and now slide him left for Peter Vincic or right for Alec Honadell. And there it is. It's official. Peter Vincic advances on. So we got Forrest Wang in that Vape-Tasia Achilles tire S chassis going against Trenton Beecham in that Ford Mustang. And then on the other side, Alex Hilbrun in the BMW going against Peter Vincic in that Wordhouse Drift Team vehicle that just found himself All right, so there's Trenton Beecham making his way to the start line. Trenton Beecham seemed like he was having some issues himself, even on that bye run. He had the track all to himself. Seemed like when he went to step out, he was having some issues. And this should be of interest and concern, to be quite honest, to Forrest Wang, because as it was randomized, we still gave them qualifying orders. That's not how they qualified, but essentially drawing straws, as they say, for lack of a better term. Forrest Wang pulled the number 8 straw, and Beecham pulled 4. So with Beecham out front, because he has a lower qualifying number, Forrest Wang's going to have to chase him down. So with Wang and Beecham having minimal track time going against each other, Forrest Wang's going to be a little precautious here in this scenario. The streets of Long Beach are lit up here, the signature backdrop and skyline. Playing host once again to IndyCar, Pirelli World Challenge, IMSA, Stadium Super Trucks, and for quite some time here, Formula Drift. And the eyes are on the prize. Who is going to the finals, Wang or Beecham? And here we go, Beecham out front. Like I said, you have to assume Wang's going to be a little tentative here on initiation, allowing himself a bit of distance. But look at Beecham, throws it out, goes out swinging. But Forrest Wang hangs out in that Nexen tire smoke around that final clip. It seemed that Wang was just giving himself enough of a buffer to show that he could mimic the angle, but didn't have quite the chase that we saw from Peter Vincic, but I think that's by design.
Yeah, I think Forrest played a pretty smart game here. Out of the gate, he gave him a little bit of room to establish where he was going to go. You can see Beecham goes out to that touch and go, but as soon as he doesn't go across, Forrest attacks. He sees what line that Beecham is on, keeps the pressure on right here. He backs off for a second as he tries to make some adjustments. Beecham out front does a pretty decent job. He did not hit that first outer zone, so now they'll switch things up. Forrest Wang will go to the lead position, and Trenton Beecham will chase him down.
You have to think that Forrest Wang is going to really just throw down a styly, big angle, smoky run, which he's definitely known for, but with that chase run, so Wang is out front. He will get the clean air. Clean Wang out here as Trenton Beecham will be chasing him down.
I've traveled with him. He's a dirty way.
And here we go. Who's going to the finals? Is it Wang or Beecham? Wang comes into view, gets all the way out to the touch and go. Taps that Super Duke bumper, but it keeps on moving. Woo! Forrest Wang maxes out. That's what I was talking about. And Beecham shortens up that line. Wow, that, like I said, that's what I was expecting from Forrest Wang, and he delivered. He is going, I'm just going to say it, he's going to the finals.
Solid lead run here by Forrest. I mean, not much to criticize. Nice smooth initiation, gets back on the throttle, right out to that touch and go, makes a little bit of contact, but still able to get across to that first outer zone. Very deep into this second outer zone. Big plume of smoke here as Beecham tries to navigate through it. Then through the touch and go there, and that last inside clip, Beecham actually goes on the inside of the clip, not on the right line there, so that should be enough to secure the win for Forrest Wang.
All right, awaiting the verdict, but I have to assume slide him right for Forrest Wang or left for Trenton Beecham. And there it is. Forrest Wang gets the win. He's going to the finals. All right, we are now going to the other side of the Final Four bracket. Alex Hilbrun, Inca Madness Racing, that BMW. He will be going against Peter Vincic in that white, red, and blue S15.
Someone probably grabbed it. Work friends?
Yeah.
Nice.
Jennifer, Alexa, fine, we're friends. She's the manager of the facility.
Oh, nice.
On the right side.
That's who gave you the weekend off?
Yeah.
Like, I'm working, I swear.
Yeah, right. This is work.
Yeah. Totally promoting motorsport.
It's all good.
Penis.
Check. Mike, 1, 2. Your mom. Makes very good food.
And here we are. Drivers ready. Peter Vincic will lead. Alex Hilbrun will give chase. Peter in the white, red, and blue Nissan right there on the start. Alex Hilbrun in the black and red BMW. Peter Vincic, little feint entry, little flick of the wrist, all the way out to the touch and go. Vincic ping pongs off of the walls. Not touching him, but the attitude of the vehicle, putting the car in the right places. Hilbrun cannot see him whatsoever. Wow.
This is the one thing that James Dean and Peter Vincic have been doing really well in competition, along with some other drivers, is just going out there and establishing a solid lead run. It makes it very difficult for the other driver to do that on his lead run. And you can see some mistakes here made by Alex Hilbrun in that chase position there as he came through that first outer zone. A little bit of a loss of drift there just for a second. But out front, Peter Vincic, very solid, no real mistakes. Then we saw towards the last inside clip, a tightening of the line by Alex Hilbrun to close the gap. And now we'll switch things up here, Jared. Alex will go to the lead, and Peter Vincic will chase him down.
Long Beach Grand Prix.
All right, so here we go. Peter Vincic is chasing down that of Alex Hilbrun. Hilbrun in the BMW. Whoa, look at him. Maxes it out, goes the touch and go. But Peter Vincic is right there. Peter Vincic in the composure in tow, wrapping around that final clip. Wow. Ryan, break this down again. Hilbrun said, not today. He got all the way out to the touch and go, went into the outer zone, got to the outer zone, but guess what? Peter was everywhere he went, man.
Well, that's the noticeable difference. It's really going to come down to the chase runs. I think the lead runs have some real equal power here. You can see some adjustments made there by Peter in the chase to factor in that big angle there by Alex, but Alex is unable to leave Peter Vinsek. Peter Vinsek chasing him down, following him at every corner of the track. And then out front in the lead position, he had that solid lead run. You can see almost a little bit of a double initiation there from Alex, but then he gets right back into it. Great job by Alex out front for that touch and go. Some adjustments there needing to be made, but now we go to the judges' scorecard.
All right, so we are waiting the outcome here. Who is moving on to the finals? Again, Forrest Wang already in it. Slide him left for Peter Vinsek, or right for Alex Hilbrun. And the judges say Peter Vinsek gets the win. The finals are set. Forrest Wang and Peter Vinsek. All right, so I know that Peter Vinsek's going to throw some fresh rubber. Peter Vinsek is going to throw some fresh Falken tires underneath his vehicle. That white, red, and blue Wordhouse Drift Team Sylvia S15. So we will probably take a short break here, Forrest Wang and Peter Vinsek. So when we come back, the finals are set. Forrest Wang versus Peter Vinsek. When we come back here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge, we'll get some fresh rubber, and we will be seeing the finals next here on the streets of Long Beach. All right, we are here at Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. This is Friday night. We'll be back here again tomorrow night as well. The finals are set. We have Forrest Wang and Peter Vincik. Third place is dictated according to qualifying, even though they draw straws. We will be crowning Trenton Beecham as third place finisher compared to that of Alex Hilbrun. So we are seeing Forrest Wang warm up his tires back there. Peter Vincik already on the start line. Again, we have Poland versus Hawaii. Peter Vincik, both these guys coincidentally were on the podium last weekend. Look at that. Forrest Wang got second, right behind Frederick Osbo. And then we are seeing Peter Vincik, who got third place last weekend.
Making claims, continuing to make claims.
Claiming it up. So who are we going to be seeing take the win here tonight? The red lights are illuminated when they extinguish. All right, so here we go. Peter Vincik out front, Forrest Wang in the chase position. The finals are here. Make some noise, Long Beach. Woo! Peter Vincik getting out that touch and go. Oh, doctor, look at that. Peter Vincik all the way out to the zone using all of the course. Forrest Wang having a difficult time hanging in with the angle of Peter Vincik. Make some noise, Long Beach. Ryan, let's take a look at this again. Peter Vincik, nothing to lose, everything to gain. These guys out here putting on a show. So come on, let them know you're here, Long Beach. Ryan.
Well, that may have been the best lead run we've seen from Peter so far. You can see he's quickly back on the throttle here. Gets out to that touch and go. Watch this line he draws to that first outside zone. Big angle here. A little bit on the inside there is Wang, but Wang's doing a good job maintaining proximity to Peter out front. But Peter just overall very consistent in the lead. Forrest is going to need a big run here in his lead if he wants to take it to a one more time. Look at that right there, just right up against the touch and go, then back around that first outer zone. I mean, that is as close to perfect as you're going to get, Jared. And look, a big angle here as Forrest fights his way through that smoke line and does a really good job at it. Keeping proximity, not letting him get away, trying to match the line and angle. But for Peter out front, very strong performance.
I don't think Peter Vincik even exchanged paint with the wall. It seems like all he did was shed some light on it with his taillight. He just barely glanced past it. Who's going to get the win? Make some noise, Long Beach. These are the finals and potentially the last battle of tonight. We'll be back again here tomorrow night. Wang initiates. Peter Vincik right there. Into the touch and go. Goes Forrest Wang. Doesn't get as deep. Forrest Wang gets deep on that first outer zone, but cannot shake. Peter Vincik on the door of Forrest Wang. Transitions around that final clip. Claims. Make some noise, Long Beach.
Well, these boys have been fun to watch, but Peter Vincik has been on an absolute tear and gets better and better every run. Notice right out of the gate, he's on the door of Forrest Wang. Forrest does a great job getting that first outside zone, but Peter will not let him get away. He sticks to him all the way through, wraps around that last inside clip together, not getting bothered or managed by that smoke. And here's the first run by Peter. Snappy initiation, back on the throttle. Forrest coming with him to that touch and go, but not able to get all the way out there. And then right there, boom, perfect by Peter Vincik. Huge angle, draws a very smooth line. And both drivers just absolutely having a lot of fun out there.
Ryan, the fans are chanting one more time out here. What, I can't hear you, Long Beach. Make some noise for these drivers, over 8 and even 9. We'll be back out here tomorrow. Let's give away some trophies. If you like what you see, pull your phones. Again, at Formula D, Toyota GPLB. Make some noise for these guys. We do have a winner. As you can see, the drivers get out of their vehicles. Make some noise for these 3 drivers, our podium finishers. My name's Jared Deanda, Ryan Sage. We didn't even bring Ryan Lantain on, but let's give out some trophies. We're getting them staged down there. As again, we have our trophies, our presentations, and we'll be giving them out. Remember, follow Formula Drift Action. This is just a little teaser of Formula Drift Action. Our next round of competition, round 2 in Orlando in just 2 weeks. Find ourselves round 3 at Atlanta. We make our way through Texas, Seattle, on to St. Louis for the first time, as well as Irwindale, California. 8 rounds of the Formula Drift Championship. And you can follow in the comfort of your own home on the live stream, watch on CBS Sports, or join us in the bleachers like this. Again, if you're here in Southern California, Irwindale, California, plays host Irwindale Speedway, October, the final round of the 2018 season. As we are getting our trophies and getting our champagne out here on track, and we will get staged and ready to go. Jim Lau, are we ready to send it? Let's get our 3 drivers over in front of, or no, you just stay in front of your cars. All right, here we go. Jim, are we ready? Thumbs up. All right, here we go. 3rd place here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge on Friday. Trenton Beecham, 3rd place. All right, and now your winner here at Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge on the streets of Long Beach, the Formula Drift Championship. Again, your winner here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge, unanimously getting the win, Peter Vincic. Peter Vincic, your winner here in the Wordhouse Drift Team Falcon Tires S15 from Poland, is your winner. Giving a hug to James Dean, his teammate and defending champion. And that means second place here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge in the Vaptasia Achilles Tire S14 is Forrest Wang. Forrest Wang, second place finisher here at the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge. There is your 1, 2, and 3. We'll be back here again, same drift time, same drift channel. I'm Jared Deanna. Thank you to Ryan Sage, Ryan Lantain. I don't even think you even chimed in. Thanks for judging. Thank you to Brian Eggert, Andy Yen, and our whole Formula Drift staff. Again, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Action, burning tires, rip roaring, sending it. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. This has been Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge 2018. We'll see you again tomorrow for another Grade 8 battle here on the streets of Long Beach. Congratulations to Peter Vincic, your winner of the Motegi Racing Super Drift Challenge here on Friday night. Send it, Long Beach.